Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Dance of Misfortune and how you should be preparing for this one if you already haven't been doing it. You know what? If you haven't been doing it so far, make sure you start doing it now. So, the Dance of Misfortune is kind of like the same thing we've had every single season, where as a part of a season event, you do start opening up the otherworld bosses, right? The Chaos Shadows bosses. You have to fight them every week. Then there's summoning events that are there's a summoning banner that would start that basically can give you more of the currency. And then also there's gonna be the tournaments and events that you will have to keep an eye on. So pretty much the first one, like I don't have the thing to show you exactly now. If you played season 4 already, you might already know this, but if you're not and it's the first time, well, it's pretty straightforward. The first thing that you need to do is make sure to obviously log in every single day and keep an eye out for the events tab. Okay, over here you're gonna be seeing some events, like we have, for example, now we have the heroes training, right? We're gonna have events of at least, I think it's like 4 of them, where you can grab yourself the resources, and that's gonna be Grave of Venom event, then Grave of Curse, Grave of Rot, and I think it's going to be another one with training where it's flame domains and goblins. So make sure you keep an eye on this and don't miss out on those, because they give you a ton of points from there and you do not want to miss out. Now, before I jump into the next one, let's just look at the event rules and let's go through this one. So as the event starts, you can participate in various challenges of Dance of Misfortune for different amounts of evoking petals, right? So the evoking petals are going to be the currency for this season for the Dance of Misfortune event. Now, Dungeon Masquerade, as the event starts, you can change different dungeons to get points and obtain evoking petals upon reaching specific points. So this is pretty much what I showed you. Keep an eye on the events tab and you can grab these. Make sure you get as many as you can, because the shop's pretty nice. We're going to look at the shop at the end as well, because it has some pretty interesting stuff. Then you will get bonus points based on your time for clearance and the difficulty. Please refer to the event details end game. Again, we're going to see that. During the event, the Dungeon Masquerade will be available for 6 rounds, each lasting for 5 days. Okay, so it's like more than I thought, but it's 6 rounds for 5 days, so it's basically going to include the 5 dungeons for gear and runes, and then the last one of them is going to be the one, like I mentioned, where you need to farm Goblin's Lair or the domains in order to get yourself the points. Okay, the next one, summon to get evoking petals. So this is the second part. Extra rewards can be claimed upon performing a certain number of Hero Light summonings as the event starts. Up to 60 evoking petals can be claimed in total. So this is pretty much the extra ones. Most people, if you've been playing, you know, if you've been fairly active, you shouldn't necessarily need the extra evoking petals to summon the legendary from this one, but you can get an extra 60 for a maximum of, I think it's 100 Hero Lights or 80 to grab all of them. But again, keep an eye out on the banner when it's gonna drop. The accumulated number of summonings will be cleared upon the end of the event and will not be carried over to the next one. Okay, so definitely keep an eye out on this, because you don't want to lose out. However, I think it still carries over to the next normal Hero Light banner, right, as it used to be, unless they changed it and I'm not aware. Now we have the continental challenges, right? I call them Chaos Shadows. They're the continental challenges. This is the really important, and this is the most important one that you should watch out for and that you should prepare for. And this is pretty much the reason why I'm making this video, is because I've still seen lots of people that do the mistake with the continental challenges, right? So let me read through and then I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. So during the event, you can find various bosses across Adentia and challenge them to get corresponding rewards based on the damage dealt. Whilst extra points will also be granted based on the damage dealt, higher damage grants more points. The leaderboard is settled once a week according to the points obtained. Extra evoking petals will be granted based on your ranking. So this is really important, because the way that this one's going to happen, again, it's kind of the same as the last seasons, if you know, but I just want to emphasize on this. You're going to start off, it's going to be a 4-week period where we're going to have the continental challenge, right? First week, we're going to have 3 challenges. Second week, we're going to have 4 challenges, third week 5, and then fourth week, we're going to have 6 challenges, right? So what's really important about this is the fact that when this one drops, you should pretty much try to have 3 teams ready, right? Have enough XP potions to build 3 of your best teams, preferably the ones, you know, preferably have at least 2 teams from the pairing that you're using. So for example, this season I'm using Ice and Necrosis. So I'm going to try and have 2 teams that are going to be using Ice and Necrosis. I don't know about the bosses. I know we have access to them on the test server. And again, if you play last season, you know them. I don't know anything about them, so I'm going to check them out. As soon as those bosses are going to come out, I'm going to try to do a guide in the first week on every single one of the 6, so I can give you, you know, some ideas of teams that you can beat them to try at least to hit the maximum damage of 22 million, if not to try and go further, because the second part that mentions over here, the extra evoking petals that you get, is settling in the leaderboards, which means you want to try and do as much damage as you possibly can on your attempts every single week, so that you can rank as high as possible to grab yourself as many evoking petals as you want. So not only because of the way that the shop is, we're going to check that like I said, you not only want to get just the 200 to grab yourself Calavera, right, to summon her, but you want to get extras if you can, because there's some interesting rewards in there that you might want to get. I mean, I don't think it's going to be possible to get like double, like get 400 of those. However, the more the better, right? And one really quick tip that, again, maybe you already know, but maybe you're not, or maybe you've been doing this mistake, but when the continental challenges happen, do not do your attempts on day 1, as in do not save them, right? Go in there, do some testing, do the damage, whatever, let your runs go all the way, but do not click save at the end. You can do as many attempts as you want without saving, and that's perfect because you want to do these as close to the last day as possible, because not only is the Continental Challenge going to drop in 2 days and how much does it say again? 2 days and 10 hours. So not only is this going to drop, but we're also going to have the double drop rate, the boosted drop rates for gear and for runes. So you're going to be farming a ton of those. And basically, if you do the challenges day 1, you're going to lose out on all the good gear, all the amazing runes that you can get while farming for a week, and that, you know, that can cost you a ton of damage. So make sure you do not rush your Continental Challenge fights, okay? Please do that for me, so you know, if you care about ranking. If you don't, then have fun with it. Okay, and the last one over here, Petal Shop. The Petal Shop opens as the event starting, and you can exchange evoking petals for rewards. The Petal Shop would be closed after the season ends. Remember to exchange for rewards in time. So the shop's not going to close as soon as the event is over after the 4 weeks. It's still going to be open up until the season is over. So let's have a look at the shop now, and let me show you exactly what I meant about those amazing rewards. Well, first of all, we do have obviously Calavera, which I'm 100% going to try and grab at least a copy of them. At least a copy, which actually I think it's only a copy that I can get. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've done the Continental Challenges stuff, but 100% want to get a copy of her. She's just amazing. I might try and have a look and make a guide on her, right, so you can see what she's worth it. But maybe I make the guide for the end of the event, because, you know, what's the point making a guide earlier on? So first thing, 200 of the evoking petals, and you can grab her, right? That's pretty standard, but usually you might get some excess rewards. Well, the cool thing that they did is, if you already played Season 4, right, and I think this might be the same shop for everybody, even if it's the first time, let's say you don't want to get her, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to get her, she's amazing, but let's say you don't want to get her, well, you can grab one of the inspirations for the previous ones, right? You can grab one for the Grumax scale for, what's his name again? Udior, you can grab Ardreth Seal for Ardreth, and then Aladia's Icicle, right? So these ones are really good. Inspirations are really good because it's the easiest way to inspire somebody without pulling a dupe, and considering the fact that the legendaries are unique and you cannot pull Ardreth, Udior, or Aladia, you might want to get these, right? When it comes to the rest of them, honestly, I would not look at the Helolite, Starlight, or any other reward unless you already got yourself either Calavera or one of the inspirations. Then if you have anything left over, you can use these, because the evoking petal will not carry over to the next season. So definitely keep that in mind. You do not want to miss out. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm really excited about this. Again, make sure you're careful with your Continental Challenges. Don't do them day 1. Same thing with the summons. Do not do those summons day 1, right? Especially because when the event drops, we're going to have the Season 3 banner, on which I think everybody's going to pull. I'm personally going to pull and going to hope to finally get one Rook. That's my dream. Hopefully get the Rook, and then I'm going to be really excited about it. So the summon's going to be like this. It's not going to be the 81. It's just going to have 100 as the points and rewards. Do not summon day 1. if you do want to summon on that to get petals, wait till the end of it, because you might not need any if you don't care about the other rewards and you do not want to waste your healer lights. But yeah, that pretty much covers it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next, and gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.